Morning guys. Well, as you can probably see, not so good today. I'm not sure where I left the last video off or whether I mentioned this, but quite by accident when I was at my renal clinic a couple of months ago now, one of the doctors who was seeing me that day, he noticed a mark on my leg, my shin, and he said to me, how long have you had that, you know, and all different things. And he said, I'm going to refer you to dermatology for that. Okay. And while he was making the referral, I was sitting beside him. I said to him, wrong side, by the way, I have just a little spot here on my face, my cheek, which appeared after the septicemia, while I was recovering from septicemia. I said, and it won't heal up. You know, it keeps crusting over and breaking down again, and then crusting over and breaking down and bleeding and whatnot. So he said, well, sure, the dermatologist can take a look at that as well. So very quickly, within a matter of weeks actually, 3 weeks maybe, I was given an appointment to see her, Dr. Devereux, very nice lady, and she examined this little spot and she thought it was cancer. I didn't know. Of course, you know what you do. You come home and you Google every single spot under the sun. So, which is best not to do. I think we all know that. But anyway, within a very short space of time, I did get an appointment to go up and see her. And, sorry, I got a phone call or a letter, I'm not sure now. Everything's happened so quickly. To go up to a hospital in Belfast to have... Well, you see, I thought she said to me when I saw her, what I'm going to do, Aris, is, or what we are going to do is we're going to cut a little sort of diamond shape around this spot, excise it, close it over and send it to the lab, and hopefully, you know, that would be the end of it. Although, because you're on anti-rejection treatment for your kidney transplant, we would keep a close eye on it from now on. But when I got the appointment very quickly again to go up to the hospital in Belfast, the doctor there, a very nice doctor, Dr. Fitzpatrick, he did what's called a punch biopsy. So I only had 2 tiny little stitches here, which stayed in for a week. And when it started to heal up, it healed up so well and so quickly. There was hardly a mark. So I thought that I didn't hear anything. This was 2 weeks now after this little punch biopsy. And I thought, you know, my daughter and my family were asking me, well, any news? And I'm saying no. And no news is usually good news. So I put it clean out of my mind. Then I got a letter last Friday inviting me to come and see a specialist dermatologist nurse. I thought, wow, that's strange. Rang the hospital to find out why. It was Friday, of course. Everywhere shuts down on a Friday afternoon here. I don't know about where you live. And I couldn't get hold of anybody to tell me anything. Then on Monday, when I was just thinking about ringing the hospital back to find out about this appointment with the nurse, I got a phone call from the hospital in Belfast to say they wanted me up to remove the cancerous lesion. Sorry. The cancer lesion from my cheek. And said, well, what do you mean cancerous? What are you talking about? I haven't been given any results, so how could I be going for an operation? And she came back and she said, oh, I'm really, really sorry. You should have been given your results. I said, well, can you give me them now? She said, no, I'm not permitted to do that. She said, but I'll get Dr. Fitzpatrick. My head's away this morning with all this happening. To ring you this afternoon, which he did. And he apologised. He said that this has all gone the wrong way round. This is not how we usually work this. So, to cut a long story short, I went up yesterday. And do you know, White Abbey Hospital, that's the hospital in Belfast. We have quite a few hospitals here in Northern Ireland. And I have to say, in my experience, White Abbey Hospital is the best hospital you could ever go to if you want one-to-one and personal, absolute first-class care. Because that's what I've been given every single time I've gone there. And I'm not denigrating any of the other hospitals, but what I am saying is White Abbey Hospital is a couple of steps up from any hospital. And I attend not only a lot of hospitals, a lot of times. So he numbed my cheek, local anaesthetic, and I could just feel him working at it. And it took about maybe up to half an hour. It was hard to judge the time, but it seemed quite long. And as I say, a nurse held my hand right throughout, and another nurse was at the bottom of the couch, and she, chatted with me as well. It was wonderful, to have anything like that done, and to have the care that I did was simply amazing. So he finished up and he said, right, you've 9 stitches in there. Oh, what? I'm not vain. Can I tell you, I lost my vanity years ago because what good does it do? I even joked with him. I said to him, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm getting old now anyway. Sure, just fit it in with the rest of the wrinkles. Anyway, there's 9 stitches in there. He hopes he has gotten out. It's a squamous cell carcinoma. He hopes he's gotten it out. And I hope he's gotten it out. Having said that, while he was doing this yesterday, he examined another little spot I have just under my nose. So I'm going to keep an eye on that as well. I take this bandage off, maybe later this evening, and in a week I must ring the doctors, get the stitches removed. Then I will be able to see what the scar's like. But when he did the punch biopsy, his stitches were so neat. So anyway, that's really basically all I have to share this morning, and it's not very spiritual. I would value your prayers, and I know you out there who know me are familiar with my health battles, and they have been some battles. So I'm not feeling very well this morning, I have to say. I feel a bit, flu-like. I didn't sleep very well last night. I'm in quite a bit of pain. I do have quite a lot to share spiritually, but I'm going to set that on the shelf for the moment and just leave this where it is. And once again, thank you all for listening, and God bless.